Welcome to the Manly Banter. Everything you are about to hear is suggested for mature audiences. This isn't for everyone.
If you're easily offended or don't know if you're easily offended,
You're going to learn today.
this may not be for you. This is raw, unrated, unfiltered talk. For those who stay, enjoy.
This is Billy Bob on the banjo.
I'm Billy Bob.
And you're listening to Manly Banter with Bash and Banter. Manly Banter in the Bash and Banter in the go get down. Everybody want to get a little bit of something down now. I know that. Go get got.
Ha ha ha.
Watch how you might get shot. Come on, Whitney, Whitney, go on, getting on, little diddly.
Welcome back to the Manly Banter. This is Bash.
And this is Bader.
And today, we're going to be talking about some, terrible shit.
Yeah, today's episode is Tinder Horror Stories, but with a W.
Yeah. And before we get into that, we got a couple emails. One of them I'll let Bader take the reins on.
Oh, yeah. I want to give a shout out to actually my dad. I think that was our first email.
The first submission.
Yeah, and he has some really good ideas too. So we're gonna be having a lot of content. So thanks a lot for that, Dad. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Pops.
Yeah, we love our parents here.
Yeah, here on the Manly Banter. If you love your mother and father very deeply,
then follow us at the Manly.
That's right. Email us at themanlybanter@gmail.com.
If you don't love your parents.
If you don't love your parents and you moved out, you probably email them, want to kill yourself.
Oh my God,
I'm terrible.
Is that where we're going?
No, well, some of these stories it might end up that way.
Oh yeah, they get pretty rough, man.
Yeah, it's one of them episodes.
Yeah, let's just say this is a little messed up. Like, Tinder's already bad in itself. Like, a little background on Tinder, if you don't know what that is, then you've been living under a rock. But Tinder is pretty much a dating app that turned into a hookup app.
Yeah. That
turned into something far worse, you'll find out.
Have you ever used any dating apps or anything to meet anyone or hook up?
Yeah, I've used Tinder, and then I used Tinder again. No, I think I used another one, but I forgot what the name of it was.
Grindr?
No, it wasn't Grindr. It was one time.
I sent him a picture of my dick, and he said, "No way, sir."
Yeah, he said, "What the hell is that? Looks like a penis, but smaller."
That's right. Actually, I met my significant other online.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, on an app called Hot or Not. I don't know if you remember what that is.
What?
Yeah, we met on Hot or Not.
I'd never heard of it. What is Hot or Not?
It's kind of like I don't know. It's like a swipe right, and then if she swipes right on you, then both you guys can message each other.
So it's like Tinder if you both match.
Is that what? I've never used Tinder, so I don't know. But it was the first person I swiped right on, and first person that swiped right back on me, and we met up and been together ever since.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So we're talking about...
I must have did something right.
We're talking about the dating apps. You know what I used to do? You know what I used to do for Tinder, man? I would get, I had the premium account or whatever, the Tinder fucking gold or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah.
And I would just swipe on everybody. I would just fucking... and then I'm like,
some pussy tonight.
I'll sort it out later. Dude, I talked to some characters.
I'll sort it out later.
Yeah, dude. It's fun trolling them, man.
You could have met fucking Chewbacca on there, bro, and didn't even know.
Yeah, well, the thing is it was you're only going to talk to people you match with. So, I mean, if I'm swiping on all of them and then someone matches with me, I'm just like... am I into them or not? I'm not trying to be shallow or anything, but a lot of that is based off of what they look like because their profile description of themselves is BS.
Yeah.
Long walks on the beach. Motherfucker, we're in Wisconsin. If you walk on this beach and you put foot in the water, you're going to freeze the goddamn thing off.
Or you'll break your ankle leg.
Oh, man, you going to do me like that?
My bad.
Yeah, that was bogus, man.
They could be ugly as fuck, and they might have an awesome personality. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, we call them scooters. Fun to ride until your friends are around.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up, man.
They're fun people.
They are fun people, but
Just not fun to show off around your friends.
fuck your friends, man.
Fuck your friends.
What are friends good for, man?
Finger in your butthole.
Oh, yeah. Finger in your butthole.
Comparing pinky toes.
Dude, we did compare our toes.
We did.
Oh,
We didn't finger each other's asshole, though, folks.
No, the day is still young.
Very young.
I don't want to do that. I don't even finger my own butthole.
Yeah, who wants that? I have a phobia. That's a phobia of mine. A finger on my ass, bro.
You've never
I've
had a
night-
prostate exam?
I have, and that's why I have a phobia.
Oh, I had a prostate exam, but then the doctor was like, see, no hands.
Ugh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Why are your balls touching my balls, sir?
For science.
For science.
Well, you're going to hear for science a lot in the manly banter because it's the
For
only way we
science.
can describe anything uncomfortable.
For science.
It's for science. My hypothesis says
My
that if
balls are a little smaller than yours, so they're on top.
we got quadruplets.
Oh, my God. And why, Doc? For science.
Oh,
Gay?
God, we're
I don't care if you're
doing
gay.
this. Yeah, I don't care either.
I have gay friends.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I got a story, man. I got a story before we get started because I wanted to tell this before when we did the reminisce episode. Let's reminisce.
Let's reminisce.
And I know we're gonna do another Let's Reminisce episode later, but I want to talk about this one. So back in the day,
It was a Tuesday.
yeah, the same friend who we were throwing milk cartons off of the parking lot,
Yeah.
got me in a lot of trouble. That same friend, we would ride our bikes everywhere. I just got this brand new bike. You remember the like dyno bikes?
Yeah.
So I got a dyno. It wasn't necessarily brand new. I bought it used, but it was brand new to me. And I fixed it up, put it on a new chain, the tires, stuff like that. Well, I'd be riding my bike, and you know as well as I do, the neighborhood that we live in was not a very good one, especially back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Back about, 17 years ago.
Back in the day.
Yeah, so I was riding my bike. He was following me. And I did this a few different times. He is a very slow bike rider, like quick enough that he can pedal faster than someone on foot.
Yeah.
But we'd be riding by someone, and there'd be like a group of people sitting on their porch just shooting the shit and stuff. And they'd be like, hey, that looks like my bike. And then I'd be like, yeah, it is, because I just stole it. And I fucking take off on my bike, and all of them would like jump off their porch chasing us and shit. But I knew damn well it was my bike. Yeah, dude, they would chase us. They'd chase us down and shit, yelling at us and stuff. And every time that we would meet back up, because I tell them ahead of time, like as we're riding up, I'll be like, hey man, if we split up, just meet me over at the bridge on Lincoln Park. And he'd be like, why? And then I'd do some shit, you know. And I've done it a couple of different times, or like I'd ride next to someone's car, like as they're waiting at like a fucking light or something like that. I'd ride next to their car and like push their mirror closed or some shit on, like not like wreck their car, but I'd like push their mirror up or something like that. And then I'd just fucking ride off, or we'd ride by a car and like flash a butt cheek at them and shit. We were just stupid kids. But I wanted to reminisce on that story because it was just so outrageous, where I didn't know I was going to say that. I knew I was going to say something because it was always said. Like I'd ride past someone and they'd be like, yeah, it looks like my bike. And what they do there is they wait for you to argue with them. Like, this is what happens. And I know it happens because I've watched it happen. They'll wait for you to argue with them and be like, no, this isn't your bike. This is my bike. And then they'll jump you and take your bike anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
They can
well,
try.
fuck it. I ain't going to stop, bro. Come and catch my ass. Get a little exercise. I wasn't that stupid. Yeah, man. Do you have any kind of shit like that that's happened to you?
Yeah, I got a story from when I was probably in high school. hanging out with all the old high school friends. They know who they are. I'm sure they're listening to us. So I got real drunk, and we would always do crazy shit. Most of the time, we were just sitting in the house playing video games, acting stupid, watching dumb cat videos on YouTube.
Typical high school shit.
That's right. That's right. You know, the Ultimate Showdown music video, stuff like that. Stupid stuff. But there was one night we all got drunk. We were having fun. I don't remember if it was a special occasion or anything, but went outside, causing havoc through the neighborhood. And we found like some caution tape wrapped around something. So I ripped it off and put it around my head like a bandana and like a sash. And I was forever then known as Caution Man.
Caution Man.
I would do stupid shit. See a porta potty, knock it over.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this big rock. It looks so uncomfortable. Here, let me throw it in this bush. And the rock was bigger than the bush and it would flatten it out. Just dumb shit.
Just doing whatever random shit you can.
Yeah. Didn't really... Okay, we vandalized a couple things, but I will not, allegedly, I will not talk about that.
Yeah, I think every kid has done some sort of vandalizing. I've done some shit where I'm just like, if I was me now, if I saw a kid doing it, I'd be like, come on, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, but now I'm just kind of like, I mean, back then I was more like fucking, this shit's so cool, dude.
Yeah, or just the thrill of not getting caught.
Yeah.
Or almost getting caught, you know, things like that. But now that I'm older, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I look back and I'm like, wow, I was a fucking asshole. Why did I do that?
Fuck, who knows why?
I like having nice things, man.
Who knows why crazy people do the shit they do, man?
Yeah, we're all fucked up.
Yeah. Every single person has done some type of something that they can look back on and be like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
Dude, do you ever look back at some of like your old ass posts on like social media type shit? I would hate to see my MySpace.
Oh god, dude. When I was on MySpace, I had like a 4-pack and I would always show it off thinking I was hot shit. And now I'm like, I'll show off my keg.
Yeah, dude, I don't have nothing no more. At one point I had like a very like almost visible 6-pack. I was like a pretty lean kid, but then it went away pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like fucking hair and meat and just saturation.
I'll show you some meat and saturation.
Oh man! All right, you wanna dive into some of these fucking stories?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All
Start
right.
us off for these Tinder date horror stories.
As far as the Tinder date horror, so you said you want me to start it off?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, man. So this one is about a girl who she went to go meet her date. Guy's name was Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter's a fucking dick. He's a real dickhead. He kidnapped and assaulted her. He threatened to kill her and her child if she ever told anyone what Peter had done. And when he kidnapped her, he took her to his parents' house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the next day his parents was like...
they seen her that morning.
Yeah.
Asked her if she was okay.
Yeah, you okay? And she said yes, because she was afraid that if she said anything else, then Peter would get mad and shit. And she took off out the door and ran straight to the police station and reported it. The dad said later on that if he knew what actually had occurred, he would have called the cops right away on his son. But, I don't know, man. Maybe, like, if it were me and I had a son who did some fucked up shit like that, I would probably beat the shit out of him and then call the cops.
Yep. I'd beat the shit out of him. Peter's got a little Peter. Hope you're locked up for life. Fucking Peter,
Yeah.
kid.
I hope you're taking big Peters, Peter.
Gotta get castrated, Peter.
Fucking Peter Piper, piece of dick.
What is it? Castrophilia? Or whatever that fetish was from the last episode?
What? Oh, man. Which one was it? Fuck, dude, that's gonna bug me. What is that?
I don't know. Look back in your...
Look back in my notes. Let me pull up these notes right here. Let me see what this was.
Gotta give him that castration.
Yeah, it was the, well, what you're saying is corophilia, which is satisfaction Sexual satisfaction from feces.
Yeah.
I hope he's getting a lot of that in there.
Yeah.
I hope they're fucking... And then they're splooshing him, smearing shit all over his body and...
Go play with your sploosh.
Donkey dicking him, piece of shit.
Enough Peter talk.
All right, enough talking about Peters.
This next bitch, her name was Karen. They call her the Lady Stalker. She was about 32 years old, from New Zealand. She was actually sentenced 2 years after, in jail, or prison, jail, one of the two.
Probably.
She was locked up.
Yeah.
After threatening and stalking her date, fucking Karen. She actually was so obsessed that she started to message her date's mom, making threats, saying like she wanted to murder her, and now you're gonna pay for everything you've done, and now she's in counseling and doing psych evals or something like that.
Yeah, didn't something happen that I'm trying to remember? Of course, it would be a fucking Karen. Yeah, but I think that the mom was like trying to entice her son to get away from her. There's so many that are like that though, where the girl just goes fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Not saying that guys are innocent. There's a lot of them that didn't kind of make our episode because I didn't feel it was like it didn't stand out enough. But there's several stories about where guys would be stalking women or like saying like really shitty comments to them and harassing them and shit.
Yep. Mom knows best though. Listen to your mother.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I don't like that bitch. And then you're like, Mom, she's not that bad. Blah, 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 blah. And then fucking a year later, like, Mom, I hate this girl. She's driving me up a fucking wall. Look, I told you. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I had a couple crazy ex-girlfriends.
Haven't we all?
They're all fucking crazy.
They're all fucking crazy. Okay, this is insane. All right.
In the membrane.
I don't even want to say the caption of it because I want to say what actually happened and then say.
Lay it on me, big daddy.
Denise met her date, Matt, or Matthew, whatever you prefer, Matty boy.
Mateo.
She fell for him, and things were good with them until Matt decided that he was going to move. After Matt moved, a couple months later, she saw that Matt had a new girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Denise then proceeded to choose 6 people from Matt's life, family, friends, and she proceeded to text and email them from different accounts, harassing them, stalking them, threatening them.
That's when you gotta take care of.
Yeah, dude, she followed Matt around, taking pictures of him, everything that he was doing.
Is this after their date?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's
what happens when you lay down the good dick, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Matthew. We'd like
crazy.
We'd like to talk to you about your dick. If you wanna get that interview going, just message us at themanlybanter@gmail.com.
Themanlybanter@gmail.com.
We do things over here you didn't think that you'd want to hear. Probably didn't want to hear them anyways.
Or feel it.
Or feel it. So yeah, she would stalk him around. Take pictures of him, his day-to-day life. I'm just laughing because, dude,
this bitch is crazy.
Man. She's really fucking crazy. She started stalking him to the point where, like, if she couldn't find him, she would track him on his bike app. He had like a app for riding bicycles of where he would be located, and she would fucking keep eyes on him. She sent 9,000 texts altogether.
This bitch is nuts. It's that good, man.
It's that good. Yeah, she was arrested for stalking, harassment, and all kinds of criminal shit.
It's the power of the penis.
Power of the penis. Or the tongue.
Here's a short and sweet one. Caitlin. This girl named Caitlin on Tinder. She hooked up with this guy. On the first casual hookup, she actually got pregnant. Knocked her up. Then she ended up breaking it off with the father of the child instead of trying to make it work. And she said she was going to have an abortion. Well, guess what? She did not. And she carried it to full term. and then put the child up for adoption like a little bitch.
Yeah, that's really fucked up, man. Dude, I couldn't imagine, because, like, being a dad, you know, I love being a dad. I think it's really cool, and I love coming home, and then my daughter, I hear, Daddy, and then all the little pitter-patter of her feet running up to me.
It's awesome.
Like, it's my favorite feeling in the world.
Coming home from work on a shitty day, and then open the door, Daddy's home!
And she gives you, like, the biggest fucking hug, man.
Yep.
From this little tiny thing. It's like she hugs your whole soul.
Yep. Fantastic.
Yeah. But I couldn't imagine, like, if I went on, you know, because if I went on a date with a girl, or we were hooking up or whatever else, it was a casual relationship, she ended up pregnant, I would want to know.
Yeah.
And after knowing, I'd want to be a part of that child's life. I wouldn't have wanted it to go up for adoption or anything like that, because, you know, if she didn't want to have a part of it, then I would have. It's kind of fucked up, man.
Fucked up situation, because what if he actually wanted to be a dad, you know?
Yeah.
And then tell him
just
that
took
she
that
doesn't
from
want to
him.
be with you, and now you take that from him, and you want to fucking say you're going to have an abortion, and then you don't, so he actually has a kid. Well, fucking bitch.
And what if something happens to the kid where, you know, the kid, like, needs some type of marrow or something that the dad was a perfect match for? He would have, you know, not... All right, let's get it back on.
Yeah.
Back on a little bit of topic here. You know, I got a question for you, though. Have you had any, like, weird dates? You don't have to get down to, like, the nitty-gritty of the date, but have you had any, like, weird dates from a dating app? I've had a couple odd ones.
Nope. The only one I had was the one I hooked up with, and have been with ever since, so...
Damn, boy.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That commitment.
You're one and done.
One and done. But I do have a crazy ex story. Well, I found out she was a crackhead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. You had me at crackhead. Let's do this.
So, an old friend of mine and his girlfriend, and this was his girlfriend's friend, she goes, hey, introduced us or whatever. I was like, wow, she's really skinny, kind of like too skinny. And I don't like me a real skinny girl, but I was like, all right, let's see what she's about. Well, turns out a month later, she was talking to her old boyfriend, and they were doing crack together. So
God dang, man.
I was like, fuck that.
And that's the thing, too. Like, I have to agree with you on this. I definitely... It's like thick thighs save lives, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm all... I like me a big girl, man.
Give me them. Give me some meat. Give me
Yeah.
something to hold on to. I'm not trying to break bones and hit fucking pelvis.
Yeah, I'm a booty dude, so the
Yeah.
more thick, the more booty.
Ass and thighs.
Ass and thighs.
Titties are a bonus.
Yep. See, if they're too big, I don't know what the fuck to do with them. I should feel the same way about the butt, too, because it's like, what am I going to be able to do with it? You know,
But can't be too big, man. If you can't get past the cheeks, I'll just use the cheeks and
what is it?
Use my imagination.
Don't chase the big booty freaks if you ain't got the meat to breach the cheeks.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
They told me that too late.
They told me that too late.
Oh, man. Yeah, so...
All I want for Christmas is a big booty hole. Hole, and not hoe.
Big booty hole. So I was talking to this girl on Tinder. She was like a power lifter. Like, she was a thick girl.
Thick
like
and
scary, muscly thick.
Like physically muscular?
Like physically
she's, like,
muscular,
ripped?
but then also had like one of those big guts. Like one of those
like
those
a power lifter.
tall ass softball, I can also flip a car type of women.
Yeah.
So this was like we had a lot in common, but I wasn't really that interested in her. You know what I mean?
Like that girl from the Croods? Like that?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I got you.
But a little more meaty.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it was like the grandma where she takes the wig off. No.
Take your teeth out while you're at it, gummy bear.
Oh man, I shouldn't tell it, but I'm gonna
Do it.
I'll tell it.
Give me it.
I'm just gonna say my cousin's ex-wife.
Oh,
She had no teeth.
Nope.
She had all dentures,
she was a gummy bear.
and she's not an older woman. She was like in her 20s. She just had like I guess something that she lost all of her teeth. And he would say,
knocked him out.
He would say like, it was one of the best parts of our relationship.
Yeah, man.
Just gumming it.
That's why I call them gummy bears. You can pull them teeth out.
Oh God, we
come here, Sonny.
Oh man,
Granny's got something for you.
You dragged that on so much longer than I thought you were going to go. I was actually... I looked away for a second. I wasn't even hearing, like, seeing your face. I was just hearing the, come here, son.
Come here, young man. Give me them balls. Put my dentures out.
You seen Yes Man?
Yes.
And he has to say yes to everything.
He's like, God,
Jim
no.
Carrey's
Yes.
is like, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? So, I'm going to tell you the rest of what happened here. We stopped talking.
Okay.
Her and I.
This is your ex? Or the Tinder
no,
date?
it wasn't my ex at all. Like, yeah, we didn't.
The big power lifter.
Yeah. So,
Betty.
yeah, she was much taller than me and everything. This girl was definitely over 6 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah. So she randomly messaged me out of the blue, and it was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing good." She's like, "Look, I have a weird favor to ask you." And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she said, "I'm trying to rearrange my living room, and I need help moving this." What'd she say? Like a hutch, shelf, something like that.
And she lifted you up.
Okay, let me get to this.
Okay, all right. Tell the story.
So I get over there, and after I get there, she's like, "Oh, hey, you want any coffee or anything?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm okay. I was just gonna move the shelf, and we'll help you move the shelf, and then, I got other things I was gonna go do." Bro, there was no shelf. There was no shelf.
You were the shelf.
I was the shelf. That was the shelf, man.
Break it down for me.
I'm not even going to get into full detail, man. All I can tell you...
Did she say, get naked, I'm going to... Get naked now. I'm going to use you like a push-up machine.
Basically, something like that. Let's just say that it was like a very... what's that? I felt like I wasn't the dominant one. I felt very...
Of course.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And after that day, we'd never talked again.
Wouldn't have it any other way?
Yeah, so I was like,
was it at least good? Or were you more scared than anything?
Oddly, it was, but it was like I felt like she was really masculine for a woman. I think she was like borderline going into like the kind of butchy lesbian type of thing.
Was her clitoris longer than your
I don't
penis?
even want to. It wasn't like anything like that.
Okay.
But it was just. So I was like, "Hey, where's the shelf?" And she said, "There isn't a shelf. I just wanted you to come over." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Do you want to watch a movie or something like that?" And I was like, "Sure, we'll watch a movie."
No Netflix, just chill.
Yeah, it was just chill. She didn't have a TV either. Goddamn. No, man, it was just when she closed that door and like fucking kind of like she closed the door and kind of locked it and shit, and I was just like, "Oh fuck, it's this type of thing." And it wasn't that she was like an ugly girl or anything. It was just I wasn't like into that type of. I didn't know if I was into that type of thing, but I was already there, so I had to sit this one through.
You had to learn that one the hard way, huh?
Yeah. Would I do it again? I don't know. Find out next time on the Manly Band.
If you have any behemoth stories.
It wasn't even, yeah, like, dude, she had, like, pictures of her, like, fucking deadlifting, like, fucking 600 pounds type of shit. She was, like, she's strong as shit.
Yeah, if you can out deadlift me, I'm not about it.
Yeah, it may not have been 600 pounds, but she was, like, big. Like, you see these big old power lifters and shit, like fucking Eddie Hall. Yeah, it's flexing my boobies. See, like, Eddie Hall type of build? Imagine the female Eddie Hall. That was basically it.
Damn, beard and all.
Yeah, beard and all. Beard, the eye scar, everything.
All right, let's get back
I'm
to
sorry,
these
bro.
Tinder stories here.
Yeah, I went off. Yeah.
All right. Here was another one. This was kind of an organized robbery. So two different men were actually catfished into being robbed on their dates. The first man came to meet his date at her house where she let him downstairs, where 4 men waited for him with a handgun and baseball bats.
My type of party.
So this happened more than once. It was 2 different times. And then they beat them senseless and, stole his car and money. Kind of a fucked up thing. The second man was actually told to meet at a park where he was met by 2 men who attacked him, threatened to kill him, and made him go to an ATM and get them all of his money. And then had him take him to a gas station and use his credit card to buy them booze and cigars. Wow.
Dude, I know. They're like, we going party on your tab.
And then ended up stealing his car and eventually was caught by the police after they tracked his phone to their location. And that's how they figured out what happened to the first guy.
What a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, fucking douchebags.
Yeah, this, that would just ruin my day. But, I think that we need to cover crazy catfish stories, too, because...
Yes. You ever watch that show? Catfish?
Yeah, Catfish.
With Neve? That guy's chest is hairy as fuck.
I know. He's pretty jacked, though.
Yeah,
I saw him on the Dancing with the Stars.
He was on that fucking show.
Dude, I watched Dancing with the Stars, bro. No, so I just wanted to mention there was other stories that were like catfish stories, but they felt all familiar, because after, seeing that one story of these 2 guys, there was like the kids ranging from 15 to 19, about 6 of them.
Yeah.
And they would do similar stuff. They would catfish men and lure them into like different areas at nighttime, like parks and alleys or whatever else. And they would all jump him, beat his ass, and take his keys, his wallet, and his car, and they would leave.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah, there's a lot out there, dude. Dating is scary now, guys. So,
I don't trust anyone. They probably got a penis nowadays.
Yeah, I don't even think if anything were to ever happen in my life where I became single again, I don't think I would go to a dating app anymore.
No, I wouldn't go online.
Like, that was okay when I was young and I was more durable, but now
more durable.
Yeah.
I used to be durable. Now I'm doable.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm fucking easily breakable now, man. I'm made of fucking glass. Look, dude. This is a fucked up story. This last one, like, I want you guys to know right now. This is really bad.
This is the last one already?
This is we're getting to the last one the last big iconic one, and then,
okay.
we have I have a couple others that we looked at, yeah. But I can't say it enough, guys. It's kind of gruesome.
Before you get into that, if you hear anything in the background that is a bubbler for our fish,
yeah, we almost killed them.
Yeah, we almost killed them last time. I turned the bubbler off, and there were like 2 gasping for air at the bottom of the tank. So just bear with us. I don't want to kill anything.
We're not about animal cruelty here.
We're still at the beginning of this, so we'll be soundproofing at some point.
Yeah, we're working on it. Okay, so I think I gave enough warning about this last story. Here we go. So this is a story of Cynthia Loof.
Yeah.
She was lured by a couple on Tinder, thinking she was going on a date with another girl.
And they were actually 2 women.
Yeah, it was 2 women. And they lured her to their apartment. As she arrived to the apartment, they had her shut off her phone, and they almost instantly killed her.
Yeah, beat her to death, and then cut her up.
I don't know if they beat her to death or they strangled her.
Oh,
this is a different one.
Yeah, okay. I think they strangled her.
Yeah. Then after doing so, after she was dead, they dismembered her body using hacksaws and tin snips that they bought
from Home Depot.
Yep.
You can get anything from Home Depot. It's your murder kit, not giving anything away.
You know, there's actually, it's funny you mentioned that because there was a lot of cases that I've, from just watching like true crimes and different types of stories like that, where cases have been solved by people's hardware shopping list.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to buy a gun, and then they buy a gun and shoot someone, and yeah, it's easy. Okay.
Yeah, link it back to them.
But then you like, I'm going to buy a hammer, you know, buy
Some
all
duct
this
tape.
rope, all this shit, and it's just like, well, what do you need this for? Fucking, I don't know, man. I'm building a house.
some
You're building a
bleach.
house out of fucking rope and duct tape?
And bleach and
Yeah.
gloves and plastic.
So, after these two dismembered her, they cut her up into at least 13 pieces and started throwing out body parts on different county roads. They were caught pretty quickly. The body was found. The two girls were caught quickly after they backtracked the whole Tinder encounter. And those two's name, if you were wanting to look further into this, is Bailey Boswell and Aubrey Trail, a.k.a. the cunt couple.
The couple of cunts.
What a couple of bitches, man. You know, I watched this, well, I didn't watch it. I listened to this other story where this girl, she wanted to impress this boy. Sorry, it was a boy wanting to impress another boy. He was gay, the other one was bi. They were young, like in high school still. I believe they were about 17, if I remember the story correctly. So they were into that whole like emo, trying to pretend that you're like, not emo, sorry, goth, where you're trying to be like vampire type shit. Well, they would like suck each other's blood. They like give each other little
I thought
cuts.
you were going somewhere else with that.
They might have done that stuff. It wasn't specified in the story. But they would do like these. It's like, is it bloodletting or something like that, where you would suck the blood from another person, a willing participant, and then it was like kind of a sexual thing for them. Well,
Gay?
The
Carry on.
dude. So
you off guard.
the bisexual guy, the one that he was trying to impress, he was from Europe, somewhere in Europe, and he said, you know, like, if you love me, I want you to come with me and see something. I said, okay, you know, fine. And you trusted him, and they went over to like this old warehouse area, and it was like used to be a movie theater, I'm guessing. And as they sit in there, they didn't have to pay to get in or anything of that nature. It was just a group of people. And then on the screen, there was a man who... Well, first there was a man who was introducing what was about to happen. And he was saying, like, what you're about to see is a willing participant into this. It's all real. And it's only for privileged eyes. No, it wasn't like the most glorious butt sex. It wasn't.
No,
It
man,
was,
I was
it was
really hoping.
fucked up. So, as they're sitting there in the theater, the man walks off set, and then on screen, you see a naked girl tied to a table, but she looked like she was out of it, like sleeping.
Perfect. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Just
No, you fucking didn't do. Oh my god! No,
You
no
started
take
it.
backs.
No
No
take
take backs.
That's the sub-dom. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, like
That's the
I like
normal
bondage
sex.
just as much as the next guy. But
That's the normal sex. Don't worry about
That's the normal sex. That's just preschool sex. No, this gets really fucked up. But
All right.
I know you have no idea what this story is, so it's easy to make the jokes leading up to it.
I have no idea.
So the girl was shocked, right? Someone shocked her, and she like woke up, and as she jolted awake and stuff, she's looking around like she didn't know where the hell she was, right? And she's panicking, she's freaking out. Then this man comes on the screen, and he starts torturing her. Takes a knife, starts cutting her and shit like that, and she's all screaming and everything. And the whole time it's supposed to be like a willing participant. The guy is like telling the boyfriend, like, hey, look, I really want to go. I don't want to see this. And he's like, no, you got to see this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be with you anymore. And he was like, he covered his eyes because he didn't want to see. Well, by the time he opened his eyes again, the girl's stomach was cut open and all of her like insides were pulled out, like her intestines and shit.
Well, damn.
And, yeah, she was dead, and he's like, he just up and walked away and like never talked to the boy again or nothing like that. And it's fucked. I think what's more fucked up is the amount of times that I've been seeing more and more stories about like snuff films like this and shit that get played and shit. Like, this world's just a dark and dangerous place, man. It's a dark and dangerous place. But we go and still shit talk our way to whatever we got to shit talk.
Yeah. Fuck this world, man. Everyone's all fucked up.
Yeah, bunch of fuckers. Bunch of fuckery. If you have any good Tinder dating stories, I really want to hear those. Yes, please. Email us at themanlybanter@gmail.com.
Themanlybanter@gmail.com.
Tell us about the time that 45-year-old woman gave you the clippity clap. So bad that it was basically the full round of applause.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
So a couple things we have coming up. We have some interviews coming up with some other stories. I don't want to tell you. I'll leave it.
Yeah, we have at least another two to three interviews coming up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get exciting. We're trying to get some more guests on here, just so that we can kind of bounce off some more personalities as well. Kind of shit talk their stories together, so that way it's not like one of us just knows everything that's going to happen and the other one's just bullshitting.
Yeah.
I want us both to be surprised.
Yeah. I actually, one of our interviews would like to dive in right now as a teaser. They're from Ireland, actually. Let me give him a call. I don't know. He just said he wanted to dive into to our podcast.
All right.
Ben, you are live on the air. How's it going?
Yeah, that's such. Yeah.
So, what's your podcast? Where are you from? What's going on?
We're in Halifax, England.
England.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Ingerland.
Inger.
I thought he was from Ireland.
Yeah, I can't tell. They all sound the same.
Yeah.
Fucking foreigners, yeah.
Oh, we're the foreigners. We're the only one using inches, okay? And I barely have two of them.
Well, you're the lucky one.
That's the. And I love how the Americans say, "Oh, yeah, inches, but we went to the moon." Yeah. Talk to NASA. They use me.
So yeah, we'll be definitely linking up with you here soon and doing a full episode with you.
Let's do that.
Is there anything you want to let everyone know? Your podcast that we could check out, and the kind of the content that you guys do.
Well, we're a similar content to you, really. We don't plan so much. We try to not tell each other our ideas, so we get a genuine response from the other person.
Yeah.
So we kind of keep it a secret what we're going to do. We just sort of message each other and go, "Yeah, have you got enough for an episode? Yeah, I got enough. Right, let's do one." And that's it. And we just wing it.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do over here too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Isn't it? It's not radio broadcasting, is it? It's not professional broadcasting. This is what podcasts are. This is
it's just shooting the shit.
It's the manly banter, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, when we put out a pilot episode at the beginning, I sent it to, I don't know, maybe a dozen people, and 3 out of those people came back and said, "It sounds like you sat in a pub just having a chat, but everybody's missing that because of COVID."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we take that. That's all right.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what it's all about too. Is that's how it all started for us. It was just the work talk.
Yeah. I mean, I was listening to a podcast we have over here. What's it called? Shagged, Married, Annoyed.
Oh shit! The story of my life. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and it's quite a good. It's a good podcast, but the guy was famous before he started it, so it built up very quickly. You know, it's become a very big thing. But I was sat listening to it and thinking, these two fucking idiots talking shit. We can do this.
Yeah.
You know.
So
I thought for a little while. I thought, who do I do it with? And then I thought, Tony. Tony's the one. He tells a good tale.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of life experience. Let's do it with him, you know. And we've been going since Boxing Day was our first episode.
Yeah, that shit was good. I started listening to your guys' stuff, and I was really into it.
Yeah, we had a question for you because this episode that we're recording right now is actually about horrible Tinder dates and the crazy shit that happens. Do you have any bad Tinder stories?
Well, I've been married now 16 years.
Oh, you old fuck!
So you don't want to tell you don't want to tell the stories if your wife's getting here.
89 or something. You were born. You're like, you're children.
No, we're in our 30s.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, you're little boys.
Yeah, one way or another,
Tony,
we're little.
Tony's a divorcee, so he did a little thing on one of our podcasts, and he said he couldn't help but feel like when he was going on these dates, he was meeting some very angry women, and he felt like he was paying for other men's mistakes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So, that's Tony's extent. He's met some really weird people. He had the sock thief, which was a girl that basically stole every single one of his socks.
What the fuck?
During the night and got back.
Wow.
Stole all of his size. She couldn't just take the left one?
No, she didn't take one. No, she took everything. He left him with no socks. Yeah, so that was that's not strange at all, is it?
That's fucking weird. Oh man!
I'll tell you what, we'll have to make a whole episode about that here in the near future.
Yeah. The other one was a girl that was very keen to go out with him. Very keen. They went to the pub. She was keen to go back to his place. She did that. And then pretty much as soon as the sex had finished, she snapped and went, right, you've had what you fucking wanted now. Take me home.
No shit. Oh, man.
Okay, then. So, yeah, and I wish I could tell you which episode of ours they were on, but, that's to be in the level of Tony's Tinder.
If there was more dates like that, I feel like I would have stayed on Tinder. No, I'm just joking.
It's like she read my mind. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right. We'll be posting this here shortly. Just send me your link for your podcast, and I'll make sure to share it with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Came Back podcast. There's no point in me saying it. Nobody remembers it. It's a shit name.
Yeah, just send it over, and we'll forward it out.
Yeah, we'll put it in our groups and everything.
If you remember it, just click the link. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you have a good day or a good night. I know it's probably late there for you.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. now, so...
oh, shit.
You're 6 hours behind us. You're 3 o'clock now.
You gotta have a beer and a wank, right?
Oh, what? I'm getting up at 5 o'clock. I'm getting ready for bed.
So just the wank.
Bills, instead of this podcast stuff.
Oh, God.
All right.
It was good talking with you, man.
You too.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
So, yeah, that was our first
that's going to be a
teaser.
fun episode to do. Yeah. It definitely will be a fun episode to do, man.
For sure. And with that, just remember, send us your Tinder horror stories. I'm sure we've got them out here in the year 2021. themanlybanter@gmail.com.
And it doesn't just have to be Tinder, just so you know.
Yeah, it could be any online
Bumble,
or
Grindr.
whatever.
I don't give a shit what it's on.
Give it to us.
We'll tell it. Give it.
All right. Well, you have a good day, you sexy motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.